Today we are going to do something with that continuous line drawing that you completed last week, so you will need that. Before we begin, I'm going to review how to do a block or a bubble letter. Now I know that this is something that we have went over in class already, so this should just be a very quick review. But whatever you are going to be writing, say it's my name. So I'm going to do Katie, K A T I and E. So that's my name here. I'm just going to write it like I would normally write it. And now I'm going to take my race car. Remember that race car? And I am just going to drive around that racetrack that I just drew. And if I'm doing a bubble letter, I'm just going to round my corners. And I'm just going to make it a very rounded racetrack all the way around. Okay, and now if I was doing block letters, what I would do was I would not round my corners. Instead, all of my corners would have an angle to them. So that would be more of a block letter. Bubble letters are going to be rounded. And then don't forget, letters with the insides, I also need to go back and do the middles too. So my A and my E. And then you would go and you would erase the racetrack and you would be left with your block or your bubble letters. Now if you have two letters that are close together, say a K and an A, I'm going to do my bubble letter here with my race car. And then with my A, I'm kind of close to that K. So instead of a race car, when I hit that wall, I'm going to turn my race car into an airplane. It's going to take off, lifting up, going around that K, and then it's going to come back down and land on the other side of the K and take off as the race car again. And doing the middle as well. So you always want to make sure you're lifting up when you hit another letter and then coming back down. So you're going to transform into that airplane. And then you would erase your racetrack. And you're left with your block or your bubble letter. Okay, so that is what you are going to do over the top of your continuous line drawing. You're going to do block or bubble letters of your name. So here I already have that done. I have my block and my bubble letters. Okay, now on the last slide you watched a video that had to do with a color scheme. So you're going to choose one color scheme today, either warm and cool colors, analogous colors, or complementary colors to use. So I am going to choose analogous colors. So if I think of my color wheel, and let me just pull up a color wheel here. Okay, so I have my color wheel right here. And if I'm thinking about doing analogous colors, and my favorite color is yellow, so I want to make sure I include yellow, I'm going to look at my neighbors to yellow. I could go yellow, yellow, orange, orange, and red, and I could use those colors as analogous. I could go the other way and do yellow, green, green, blue, green, blue. Okay, so I'm going to go from one primary color to another primary color, and that's what I'm going to be considering analogous colors. So I'm going to go yellow, yellow, green, green, blue, green, and blue. Those are all going to be acceptable colors when I'm doing analogous colors. So I'm going to find some of those here to use. And I'm using colored pencils today. You could use crayons or markers, whatever it is that you have at home to color with is going to be totally fine with me. Okay, so I have some colored pencils here now, and I'm going to start coloring. And when I do this, I want to make sure that I am coloring inside of my name that I have already drawn with bubble letters, and then I've traced the outline with a black marker. And I'm going to do each section inside my name with those analogous colors, and I'm going to switch those up so I don't have just all yellow right next to each other. I'm changing it up. I'm doing some yellow and some greens, and I also need to grab some blue, and I'm going to do those colors next to each other here. So if you chose to do warm colors, I would do warm colors, like all of my warm colors in one letter, and then maybe all of my cool colors in another letter. I'm not going to use warm and cool colors all in one letter, or that would just be all of the colors. So I need to create some kind of separation between the warm and the cool colors there. So that might be how I do that. If you have complementary colors, so you're doing maybe blue and orange, you could choose different blues and oranges to place next to each other and do all of the inside of your letters with those colors. And each section is going to be a different color here, taking my time to color nice and neatly. When you are done today, I would like for you to take a short video in Flipgrid showing me your artwork and telling me what color scheme you used as well.